Hey y'all, hey, it's Joyce from Elite Expressions, and today I'm going to be making coasters using the raindrop technique. And that is where people use UV resin, or you can use regular resin, it just takes longer. And you make drops on the mold, and then you dust over it with chameleon powder. I did some last night, and I really liked how it turned out. I was tired, but I didn't want to go to bed. And I was going through old molds. And I said, I wonder if I can do the raindrop technique on this style coaster. So this coaster is actually this one, okay? So I put drops just on the top of the overlaid part. I mean the raised part. This one, I did the same thing, but it's this coaster. And see, these are depressions. And when I put the UV resin in, I filled it all the way up to that line. So you can't really tell that it's a raindrop. It looks level. It's like if you look at the sides, you can see that the top is clear. So this time tonight when I do it, I am only going to just put a little dab in each one so it gives it still that little depth that it had in this one, okay? I really like this one. I really like it. And this one is one also. So I'm gonna also put it in the depressions, but just a little bit, just along those lines. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna stop talking so while I'm doing it, I can speed you up through it and cut out some parts because it becomes kind of mundane, all right? Okay, so this part actually took about maybe 5 minutes or so. I sped it up to 10 times the speed of what I was going. So, but I know you still want to hear my voice. This is why you're getting this good old voiceover right now. And I'm just filling in the spots with the resin, and then I'm gonna cover it with chameleon powder. Okay, so that process is done. Getting out the trusty dusty UV oven, as I call it. And we're going to put them in and solidify them and go from there. All right. Okay, so I put it in for 2 minutes and I'm just touching up the other one while this one finishes. And then we'll go ahead on to the next one. This is the third one, almost finished. And now we get to start painting on the mica. Okay, so I pretty much have the colors picked out for each one. Since this one reminds me of water waves, I'm gonna go with a combo of any of these colors. So we have teal, violet, blue, and grape. So probably use teal, blue. Which one looks more watery? Looks like violet and grape are the same, so we'll go with these three. Okay, let's start painting. Okay, it's mess time, I guess. Ooh, so pretty. It doesn't seem like it's sticking to the UV resin all that well, but whatever. We'll see what happens. So for this coaster, I used Let's Resin Chameleon powders. All of them are the Let's Resin Chameleon powders. I used teal, blue, and plum. I love how the colors look. just like this. And one day I may do it and put a clear background behind it to keep that same color. This one I use magenta, galaxy, and the third one escapes me, I forget. But these were the same colors that I used on the pinkish one that you saw earlier. The colors as it stand, I don't really like how it looks, but we'll see. This one I used olive, gold, and mint. And I love this combination of colors. I love how it looks just like that. But I'm really interested to see how it looks once we add the black behind it, because it gives it such a different look. This is my favorite part, painting on the colors. I don't mind if they mix. I kind of want them to blend and just kind of be an umber color. Okay, so we've painted all of them. I'm hoping my theory works and it looks better than last time. So I am going to, each coaster takes about 1.5 ounces. 3 coasters, 1.5, 1.5, 3, so 4.5 ounces divided by 2, that's 2.25. So I'm going to mix up 4.5 ounces of less resin for our demold. Even though I'm still gonna be asleep, I still want to see it right away. Hopefully I can demold in the morning before work. I am going to use my favorite black Bombay ink to color it. I'm not going to show that part since you sat through me coloring the molds and everything. All of you guys have poured resin, mixed it, blah, blah, blah. So the next time you'll see me is at demold. Okay, so we're back with the demolding. It's quite a few days later. But let's go ahead and get this done. So what we were doing was the raindrop technique. And so remember with this one, I went all the way up to the line, so you can't see the raindrop as much. So we're just hoping that when I redid this one, it came out a little bit better. All right, so I think this one is probably this one, just judging by this. And I cheated. I already demolded them. I stuck them back in so we can do it together. All right, you ready? Okay, and all right. So here's the comparison. And so when I put the UV resin just in the center of that depressed area, it ended up making it look more like a raindrop. All right, so let's put those there. I think this one hopefully is this one. Let's see. Oh, let's put that back. Okay, well, let's go ahead and look at it. I picked the wrong one. So this one had the waves in it, okay? And I really like that one. So what I did was I ran the UV resin down the inner depression. So you can see kind of the difference, like the effect that the raindrops make. But would have had more impact if I had made dots going down these inner depressions. So I do love the colors. Absolutely freaking gorgeous to me. I just love chromes, metallics, anything like that, so that catches the light and changes. These were done with the Let's Resin mica powders, so you can kind of see the changes or whatever. Had I not gone down these lines, these little areas would not have been there. But I still think it's a nice piece, so I will do this one again at some point. But along these depressions, I'm just going to put individual dots to make it look more raindroppy. But I do think it kind of looks ocean wavy. All right. So now, okay, so we got these. That's one, that's two, that's solo. And I guess this one is the remake of this one. So let's see what happened. All right, and you ready? 1, 2. Okay, so it came out the same. So I thought I had reversed colors, but I didn't. So came out the same way. This is the first one that I did. I used bigger drops. So like this one is the same as that one. They looked more drop-ish, but I am still very impressed with the way that it came out. So it was just fun to go ahead and do a, raindrop technique on something that wasn't a flat surface. Excuse me. So I enjoyed doing these. I'm not sure how many more I would do. I really wonder how a top coat would do because it is rizzed, or just filling these little holes with, clear resin. Be honest, probably ain't gonna do it, but just a thought, okay? So 1, 2. 1, 2. Came out the same. And this was the newbie of the bunch. All right, so here is the finished product of my raindrop creations. I know I uploaded a short, but I finally got to do a full video, and I really enjoyed this technique. Not sure how much more I'm gonna do it, but I do really like the results. So some lucky person is gonna get gifted these for Christmas. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, all that good stuff. And if you have some free time, head on over to Facebook, where I have a group entitled YouTube Resin and Decorative Glassware Crafters. It's a private group, so we can all share, have fun, ask questions, network, whatever it is. It's an group just for crafters, whether you have a YouTube channel or not. So I hope to see you there. And again, thanks for watching. Bye.